How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So in today's fabulous tutorial, because we are very close to Easter, only a few more days and Easter's already here, guys. So we are making these little bad boys right here. How cute are these little guys? They're little selfies of some little bunnies and a little chickie right there that is saying Happy Easter. Aren't these cute? And then in the inside, it's just really simple. Very simple, guys. Very simple. Can you guys see it? Can you see it? It just has a little bunny right here, the Happy Easter, say cheese right here, because it's obviously a selfie card. And these are the little bad boys we're going to be making today. I know you guys want to get down and dirty with the little crafting, so let's get down and dirty, boo-boos, and make these. And I will see you in a bit. Alrighty then, my little crafty monsters. So let's make these little bad boys right here. These little selfie Easter cards. These are going to be really fun to make. Now we are going to go ahead and start stamping our little images. This is a stamp set that I purchased from Michael's about 3 years ago. And I believe it was, I want to say it was a Recollections. I'm not really 100% sure what brand this was, but it was from Michael's. And but I mean, I'm sure you guys could find any kind of little chick stamp or any kind of little rabbit stamp. There's so many out there right now, guys. You guys could definitely find something to use as your little center focal point for your little pictures. And right here, I love these little stamp sets because they are all in pieces, and then you can just go ahead and, you know, stamp these little guys. But sometimes it does not come out the way you guys want it, so I'm gonna have to redo this little bad boy because I like it to be aligned perfectly. Now it's not going to be 100% perfect, but we could thrive to get close enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. This is gonna be the second attempt. Let's try this one more time, bad boys. And voila, there you go, my little crafty monsters. We did it, yay. So anyway, like I was saying, I love this because you could change his little outfit up. You could put that little raincoat. You could, you know, there's so many different little outfits for you to change up these little characters. And I think they're really cute. So this one makes a little chick, a little rabbit, a little panda, a little cat, a little bear, and a little lamb, and a little panda. And I also see a little dog. So I really, like I said, I really like this little stamp set. So now let's go ahead and stamp this little bad boy, this little chickadee chick. And oh my God, look at how chubby he is. He's so freaking adorable. This was take 2, guys, because the first time I actually said the F word. But we're doing a take 2, and this time I use the word freaking. Hey! Oh, you guys don't have no idea how hard it is for me not to cuss on these videos. Not because, you know, I'm mad or anything, but it's just, that's just my language. I have a sailor's mouth. But you guys would never know that because I hold back so bad. And I believe that this is why sometimes I get tongue twisted. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and stamp those little arms for the little chickadee chick. And that's it, guys. That's how easy it was. And then we're going to go ahead and color these little bad boys because we want to have these guys ready, because we will need to be fussy cutting these because there is no dies that are coordinating with these stamps. So basically you're going to have to fussy cut them. But, you know, fussy cutting is no biggie. And right here I'm just, you know, coloring the little chickie yellow because that's what all chickies look like. They're a little yellow chick. And then I'm going to do like a little, his little striped shirt. And you could really get creative and use any kind of colors if you're going to color coordinate your little characters' outfits with your, you know, colors that you're using for the cards. I mean, that would be really cute. However, I can't really do that, so I just go with it. And I just go ahead and color anything that I think I like. And that's what we do. Sorry about Chompers. She's screaming out there. She didn't like that color. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and continue coloring these little bad boys because we will need to fussy cut them. Now, I was also telling you guys that if you don't have this stamp set, you guys could definitely use any other kind of stamp set. There are so many out there that you guys could use. And you could even get creative, and if you want, even cut out like a little picture of the person that you're actually sending the card to and kind of put their picture in the little Polaroid picture that's coming out of the camera. Whatever. I was gonna say film, but it's not film anymore, right? It's considered a picture at that point. So, all right, Jesse, shut up. Anyway, so right here, I'm gonna go ahead and fussy cut them, and you guys know that I love to use my little Tim Holtz scissors. These are the little, those little paper snips that are super, super awesome when it comes to fussy cutting any kind of little element that you guys want to. And I love them because they come in 3 sizes. I have that large one that's on my left-hand side, and then this is the medium one that I am using that you see me use a lot of the times. And then there's one that's even smaller than this, and I think that you guys have seen me use that one as well. But I don't tend to use that one very, very often unless the details that I have to cut are, you know, really, really tiny. So anyway, this shape of these little rabbit and the little chickadee chick, he's really, really easy. So this fussy cutting part was kind of easy. And that's all you got to do right here, boo-boo. You're done. These are going to be backed on some black paper to make them look like the Polaroid film. But anyway, for right here, this is the paperback that I purchased from Michael's, and we're going to go ahead and use these little cameras. I thought it was perfect to use this little camera DSP paper in the background because this is a selfie picture. And I am using a lot of my scrap papers because, you know, you could use your scraps on projects like this. And I will be using this die set that I had in my stash. My eye is winking, you guys can't see, but my stash. And I'm going to run this through, and I'm going to go ahead and this is the little die set. It's a little Polaroid camera, and you can find that online. And so anyway, I'm running this a few times. I'm running the camera in white, and I'm also running that little film, 2 of them, because there's going to be 2 pictures. And I'm also running that little square because that little square is basically like that little, I guess, the little lens that looks out. And then right here, I'm going to cut a little window, a little button, a little red button. You know, the original Polaroid had like a red button in the front. So, yeah. So right here, I'm going to layer these little circles to create the lens. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with these 2. And then in the center of that black one, I'm going to use that same little circle that I used for the red button. And I'm going to go ahead and cut a hole on the center of the black one. And then I'm going to make a ring with the other 2 out of this gray paper. And this is just going to be kind of, you know, like the little 3D lens. I don't know what they're called. Is it a focusing lens or 3D? No, I don't know what it is. Jesse, shut up. Anywho, so right here, you're going to go ahead and layer those circles in the ring together, and you're going to see the little effect that we're going to do. And right here, I'm just running this twice on some black cardstock. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I need that center little square in the middle. We're just going to use that center black square in the middle of that white Polaroid just to give it like that little pop. You know, like the original little pictures. Anywho, if you don't have this little stamp set, I'm sure you guys could basically print one out on your computer, and you can just go ahead and, you know, put that up on some foam dots and stuff like that. Or look up like little silhouettes. Pretty soon I'll be doing some tutorials on working on my Cricut and how I do certain projects on my Cricut. So we're basically setting up for that. So stay tuned for that, guys. And when I do, I'm going to go ahead and start showing you guys how you could start making a lot of things out of your Cricut machine. And you don't have to be purchasing dies, and you don't have to be purchasing stuff. I still love my dies, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. So right here, we're going to go ahead and use these wooden stamps because there's really not a lot of, you know, Easter stamps out there. And so we're going to go ahead and use this. And Another thing that we basically use sometimes when we are doing our greeting cards is we basically kind of print them out as well. Like we'll go onto our Microsoft Word and we'll write out a little sentiment. And the good thing about that is that you can change the font and stuff. You guys will see me do another card with that little technique. And so right here, I'm just putting say cheese on this little on the little picture, and on the other one, I'm gonna handwrite Happy Easter. And the reason why is because I wanted to kind of look like either the little rabbit or the little chickadee chick. I wrote the little Happy Easter on his own little picture, or the photographer. And so right here, because we were using a dark card base, I didn't want to stamp on that. I went ahead and I cut another paper to go. This is basically the same size of the card mat that you would use in the front. And if you guys don't know about card mats and card bases, there will be a link in the bottom description that will link you up to that tutorial where I explain to you sizes and measurements and stuff like that. And so right here, the camera, we cut it out of the black cardstock and as well as the white. And also right here, these little squares that I'm cutting these out so that I can go ahead and make that little picture a little bit more sturdier. And also because they come in two pieces, and so it's kind of hard to glue those little two. You definitely have to cut out a square the size of your little photo and then just glue everything on top of that. It's not, no biggie, nothing to it. Then I just grab my little bunny and I'm just gonna go ahead and trim off whatever is outside of the little black area, the black window, and then we're gonna go ahead and stick this little bad boy on here. And I think that it just makes it look like this little guy was, he had his little picture taken. Mira que tan cute. I know, Bobos. Control yourself. This card is adorbs. So anyway, go ahead and do the same thing that you did with the little rabbit for this little chickadee chick. And we're going to go ahead and just put him onto the little picture. Why are you saying it like that? I have no idea, guys. Seriously, I really don't know why he's saying it like that. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and stick this little bad boy onto our little photo. And I mean, seriously, this is pretty easy. I mean, a lot of little die cuts and, you have to put a lot of little things together. But then again, it is something that's kind of fun and something that's, it's doable. So right here, this is the cardstock the black cardstock that we cut out the little camera. And then we cut out a white one. We're just using one strip of the white. This is just to give it kind of a little definition so that the camera's not all just solid black. And it also kind of makes the element noticeable that it is 3D and it is not just, a flat surface. And so this is the part where we're going to go ahead and layer our little circles and the little ring. We're going to go ahead and make this look like that little lens. I guess that's what it's called, right? It's just a lens. Why were you trying to get all complicated, Jesse? You're out of control sometimes, seriously. It's just a lens. So anyway, that's a little lens we put right there. And then this is this little cute holographic kind of paper that we use. And I use that as a little flash because it has a bunch of, little colors. And then there's that little white square. That's basically kind of like the little window where you look out of. And then I just got this little red button so that's where you push to take the picture. Hello. And so right here, now it's going to be time to put this little bad boy together, but we're going to go ahead and write Happy Easter on this little bad boy. And I just handwritten that. You don't have to do a stamp or nothing like that. You could get creative, boo-boos, and you could write it by hand. And so I'm just going to go ahead and layer this little bad boy. Why you keep calling him a boy, I don't know. So I just kind of made it look like this little picture was kind of coming out of that little camera. And because that little camera is kind of a little high on the dimensions, I had to use 2 foam adhesives just so that, it'll be good. It'll look good. And so that's what we're basically doing here. You're just gonna double your little adhesives. If you do have this die, if you do not have this die, then like I said, you can use a printout, and then you just have to use an X-Acto knife to cut out the little slit and stuff like that. But if you do have this die, this is basically what you will be doing. And how cute is this? I really love how these little cards came out, these little selfie ones, because, you know, everybody's into selfies right now.
Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. That's how easy it was to make these little bad boys right here. I hope that inspires you guys to make some of these little bad boys for maybe an Easter birthday, or maybe you just want to give a little Easter card to that little special someone that you want to give one to. So, like I said, I hope that inspires you guys. And if you guys do, share it with us on our Facebook or on our Instagram. Tag us on our Instagram at Paper to Masterpiece, because you all should know that by now. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button as well as that notification, so that you guys will get notified every time we upload a video, because you guys do not want to be behind on the videos. And definitely share and tell a friend, because your friends also need to know how fabulous these tutorials are. And that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. Until next time, goodbye.